better late than never, right? Here is my tag for 50 random facts about me.
Come and play with me. Run away with me. Just you and me. Happy days every day. We will be okay.
So a while back, Tasha at 5 Baskets of Laundry tagged me in the 50 random facts tag, and I was having so many problems just with a chaotic schedule, my computer, my camera. I haven't gotten to do it until now, but better late than never. I have it. I have my list so I don't lose track, and here are 50 random facts about me. Number 1 is not necessarily random, but it's something I do share quite often, and that is the fact that I'm a Christian, and I feel very blessed to live in a country, in a community where I am not persecuted for my faith, and I can raise my children to love the Lord. Number 2, I have 4 kids, which is crazy because growing up I thought I would have maybe 1 or 2 kids. I was an only child. I never thought I would have 4, but they're amazing. They're huge blessings, and if I could have more children, which I can't, not naturally, I would love to, and adoption is definitely something we would love to pursue. Number 3, when I graduated high school and I knew that dating was going to become more of a serious matter, there were 4 things that would rule out a guy in my world when it came to dating, and that was he could not have a flashy car because I thought that it was pretentious. I would not date an engineering major because I knew engineers and they're a breed of their own. I would not date a guy that was in a fraternity because I thought that all fraternity guys were stupid. And I would not date a guy that went hunting because I thought anybody that would shoot Bambi's mom or dad was just really mean. And many, many years later, my husband and I met while he drove a red sports car. He is a member of Sigma Nu, and that is one of the most awesome, intelligent group of men I have ever had the pleasure of knowing, and I'm very proud of all of his brothers, as well as my husband, of course. He is a mechanical engineer, and now when he brings Bambi's mom or dad home, I think they taste delicious, and I have no problem with it. Number 4, I love community service, and I think it's a great way to show love to others, so I highly encourage anybody and everybody out there to get involved in your community. Number 5, I homeschool, which I also never thought I would do, and it's crazy, and it's fun, and it's stressful, and some days it's infuriating, but it's so very worth it, and I plan on doing videos about that down the road. Number 6, I have a not crazy stalking tendency. When there are people that I think are putting something really great out into the world, I really like to try to get a hold of them and let them know personally. I don't do it in a scary way. If there's just an event that I'm at, that they're at, I like to try to get a hold of them and let them know. I've met a lot of musicians and a lot of athletes this way. The one who got away for me was Francis Chan. I didn't get to meet him at an event, and I really, really wanted to tell him to just stay bold because I think he's awesome. Number 7, if I had to pick a favorite place in the United States, my favorite place I have ever been is Washington, D.C. I love that place. Number 8, if I had to pick any place I have been internationally as my favorite place, it would be Belize. I went there on my honeymoon. It was amazing. I would love to go back. Number 9, if I could pick any place to go on a vacation, it's a straight up tie between Fifi Island. If you've ever seen the movie The Beach, that was filmed primarily on Fifi Island, and I would also love to go to Prince Edward's Island in Canada because I'm a huge Anne of Green Gables fan. Number 10, I was born in Georgia. Number 11, I have pretty much lived in Texas all but exactly 2 years and 10 days of my life, and I love it here. And I especially love the DFW area, but I've also lived in the Southeast Texas area too. Number 12, Cajun food is awesome. It's the one thing I miss about living in Southeast Texas is I love Cajun food. Number 13, I sing and I dance in the car, and I don't care if you see me, and I don't care if you think I'm crazy. I'm having a good time with my kids. And even when I'm by myself, it's a good stress reliever. Number 14, I have ADD, I have depression, and I have anxiety, and I'm not ashamed to tell people about it. I think that there is a lot of progress in the way of people viewing mental illness. However, I think there is still a lot of stigma around it, and I think that there are a lot of people that are still ashamed to come out and discuss it if they have a problem. I've dealt with my issues, medicated and unmedicated, and it's something that I have tried to never shy away from discussing. I have these diagnoses, I live with them, I'm not ashamed of it, it's how the Lord wired my brain, and I deal with it. Number 15, where I live now is the longest I have lived in one spot. I typically moved, if not cities, I moved residences on average every 2 years, every point in my life up until the last 10 years, and primarily the last nearly 8 years now I have lived in this one house, so that I think is pretty cool. Number 16, my first car was a 1985 Chevy S10 pickup truck that I bought from my grandpa for a whopping $1. Number 17, I am not necessarily a chick flick person. I love World War II documentaries and World War II era films. Band of Brothers is one of my favorite things to sit down and watch. Number 18, almost everybody I know likes pecan pie and cheesecake. I hate them both. Number 19, I'm a fairly crunchy mom. I do not toss out all traditional and modern medicine, but I am very picky when it comes to what my kids eat, and my first line of defense whenever there's an issue that pops up. However, number 20, while I'm picky with my kids, my favorite food is pizza and hot wings. I'm a cheap date. Number 21, I am what's considered a super taster, which means that there are things that a lot of people can eat or drink or can have without any problem that I can't because my taste buds are too sensitive. So cilantro to me tastes like soap. If I try to drink a Coca-Cola, it tastes like cinnamon. Coffee typically is really, really bitter to me, and it's really hard for me to have those things along more. Number 22, if I had to pick any type of music to listen to for the rest of my life and nothing but, I would probably pick 90s alternative rock and grunge, because that's just, to me, the best ever. And number 23, I love going to concerts. My husband and I, before we had kids, went to a concert pretty much every other month, and in case you're curious, the bands I've seen in concert the most are Blue October, Seether, and Breaking Benjamin. Number 24, I love to dance. I started dancing when I was itty bitty, and I danced right up until the time right before my husband and I got married. Number 25, one of my favorite shows on TV is Mountain Men, and while I like living in a suburban area, I also would love to just live out in the middle of nowhere and fend for myself. Number 26, I love to cook and bake, which is awesome because when I married my husband, I could not cook to save my life. Number 27 is that I love big families. I have people that I know that live in our community that have 10, 11, 12 kids, and I think that they're amazing and beautiful, and I know some people feel otherwise, but I think they're awesome. Number 29, I miss really good Mexican food. My favorite place ever is Carlito's in Beaumont, Texas. Shout out to them. That is some of the best Mexican food I've ever had, and I miss their steak and papas dearly. Number 30, I am scared to fly. I have flown so many times in my life, was not scared to fly until I was 18, was never really given a reason to be afraid of flying. However, I was hit by a car, like went under the car, hit by a car, riding my bike to a library, and I'm not afraid of cars, so this irritates me. I don't understand it. Number 31, I love Dave Ramsey. If you ever are in need of financial advice, I would highly recommend Dave Ramsey. Number 32, I don't have a gallbladder. I had it removed. Number 33, I love surprises, and with that, number 34, I love to surprise others. I tend to keep just little goodies in my diaper bag, and whenever I'm out and about, if I see someone that just looks down, I like to give them a devotional book or a candy bar or just whatever I have on me just to kind of cheer someone up. Number 35, before I became a stay-at-home mom, I worked at a hospital. I helped with credentialing physicians and allied health, which would be nurse practitioners, physician assistants, CRNAs, and so forth. And I also was the coordinator for a podiatric residency program, so that was a busy job. Number 36, I've never broken a major bone, but I've broken my tailbone multiple times, and trust me, it sucks. Number 37, I went to the Olympics in Atlanta. I was born there, so my family thought it would be cool for me to go to the Olympics there, and that was a cool experience. Number 38, I suffer from migraines, and there's nothing that anybody has given me yet that works, but that's okay. Number 39, I was horrible in high school. I was like at the bottom of my class, and we had hundreds of kids that graduated with me. However, once I hit college, I did awesome, and I never made anything lower than like a B. Number 40, my name, Cameron, means man with a crooked nose. So please, moms and dads, before you name your kids, think of what the name means. For me, I like it. It's a name that's within my family and it was passed down to me, but if you're just arbitrarily handing out names to a kid, think about what it means first. Number 41, I believe in redemption. I never count anybody out. To me, nobody is so bad that they can't be saved. Number 42, I am 33 and this summer is the first summer I have ever mowed grass in my life, and a lot of people find that hard to believe. Number 43, Tombstone, I think is one of the best movies of all times, and I can quote that sucker forwards and backwards. I love that one. Number 44, I'm afraid of heights. Number 46, number 44, I'm afraid of heights. 45, I've been to almost every state in the United States. Number 46, I am terrified of bugs, especially anything that flies or hops. They disgust me. Number 47, I'm a clean freak, but I typically have a messy house. It kind of goes along with having 4 kids, ages 7 to 10 months. Number 48, I've been hypnotized to not be afraid of flying, and I'm still scared. Number 49, I am anti-mommy wars. I think that the mom wars need to stop. I don't care if you stay at home or if you work. I don't care if you breastfeed or you formula feed. I don't care if you give your family all whole foods or if you give them all processed foods. I think we just need to realize that we're each doing the best we can and support one another and come alongside each other and be encouraging. And number 50, the last one, I have recently learned to love chocolate. I never really ate it until one of my pregnancies, and even then I really didn't get into it, but now I pretty much consistently have at least one bag. Right now I have about a bag and a half of Rolos hidden away, and on my stressful days I will not hesitate to go lock myself in my bathroom for a couple of minutes, pop a few Rolos, gather myself, and then come back out with a smile on my face and keep tending to my kids. So there you go, 50 random facts about me. I'm going to go ahead and tag some other people. I'm going to put links to their channels below, and I hope you go check out their videos. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye.
Come and